Namaste. Welcome to my channel As Within So Without. Today I am back to share about Maa Dhumawati and her real life experience that happened with me. Before we start, I want to share few things with all of you. First thing is that please bear with me if I get little stuck trying to put my experiences in words. I have also shared my real life experience with Maa Kali, and this video of Maa Kali is must watch for women. Please watch the video if interested. So let's start. Giving introduction about Maa Dhumawati, she is one of the 10 Mahavidyas. There are a number of myths and lot of fear-based understanding about worshipping her. So let me share a small thing that I experienced and how I went towards Maa Dhumawati. After certain period of time of worshipping Maa Kali, what normally happens is that Maa Kali is going to divert you towards worshipping the 10 Mahavidyas step by step. So normally it happens with the people who have been worshipping Kali for a specific period of time, and when we are able to sustain her energy, then she is definitely going to divert you towards worshipping 10 Mahavidyas. And what happened with me was that suddenly I had a urge to worship Maa Dhumawati after worshipping Maa Kali. So how communication happened was that first thing I intuitively sensed that I need to worship Maa Dhumawati. Secondly, when I failed to listen to my intuition, there were things that came from outside. Some of the videos appeared. Some people suddenly started talking about Maa Dhumawati, and when I failed to listen to it again, I was forced to be in such situations where I was forcibly moved by Mahakali to ask for the blessings of Maa Dhumawati. So at first I was, not very much comfortable with Maa Dhumawati because of her appearance, and there were also various fear-based things about worshipping her. When I started searching about her, there were a lot of things that created fear in my mind that, I should abstain from going into her. But as, I had no choice, I was already placed into a situations one after the other where I had to go towards worshipping Maa Dhumawati. I was literally scared on chanting her mantras or her chalisa or any sort of sadhana or puja that moved me towards her. So as I had no option out, so I tried to figure out, to first connect and talk to her instead of, directly worshipping and getting all of her energy inside me. So I just sat one day, visualized her picture, and just meditated on her idol, and started communicating with her. And straightforward I said, I am very, very scared, and I am scared that I am going to lose all my material wealth or my husband and my children and all of the things that I have after worshipping you. So I am pretty much not interested, and I really fear being after you. But now, since I have been placed into a situation where only you can help me, I am unable to do anything. So when I was meditating on her, the general picture which we find on the internet, when I was meditating with her, she actually revealed her true form, which was not at all what it looks like. And suddenly I started having a feeling of comfort into my heart area and my third eye chakra. A very warm and very comforting, lovable feeling, as if it was all encompassed around my place, my body where I was sitting and meditating. Actually, this is only the place where I sit and meditate. So it happened here only. Very warm and comforting feeling, and it took all my fear away. So now I would like to address all the myths and all the fear-based understanding that is around worshipping Maa Dhumavati with my own experiences. I do not challenge or do not go against anybody else who have been having different experiences about worshipping her or not worshipping her. I am just sharing about my own experiences. So let's start. Most common myth is that married women should not worship her, as Devi Dhumavati is depicted as a widow. Married women can become widow on worshipping her. So women should abstain even from visiting her temple and doing her sadhanas. This is one of the most popular and common belief system that is in the society around Devi Dhumavati's sadhana. I am not challenging any belief system here, but will be addressing all of this with my own experiences and logic. See, exploitation towards women has been increasing day by day. Each and every woman present on this planet who is present at this point of time on earth have been treated like a doormat or as a source for sexual pleasure. Women have been exploited in one way or the other, irrespective of how good the financial status is, irrespective of how beautiful she is, irrespective of how talented she is, irrespective of handling family, husband, all other goes very smartly. There is no such thing that has been contributing towards recognizing the potential of women. Even a housewife does ample of things to handle family, but all the efforts go unnoticed, exploiting her in every way. Exploitation here does not mean life-changing or threatening situations, but exploitation is there on a mental level, on an emotional level, and domestic abuse. Even in the corporate world, decision making of a woman is still questioned no matter how right she is. Devi Dhumavati is a rescue to all these women. Devi Dhumavati is depicted as a widow. Now, in our current society system, widow is depicted without a husband that has to handle responsibilities of male and a female for children and the family. Devi Dhumavati is a stand-alone energy. Please mark my words. She is a stand-alone energy. Widow here means strong enough to stand alone in life. Now, if you are into situations where decision making is an issue for you, where you feel confused as to which way to go, situations where intentional efforts are done by people around you to put you down, to make you feel trapped, situations where you don't have the strength to face exploitation and speak against it. Exploitation is not just in big situations of life. It happens in our families, in corporate world, on very small things, step by step every day, which leads to more and more of it happening with you. If you are able to relate to what I am saying here, please have mercy on yourself and try to move yourself out of such situations by going to Devi Dhumavati. Please try to move yourself out of such fake people traps. If Devi's widow form is creating a fear or doubt, ask her to reveal herself in some other form that is comfortable to you, because I did that. Being a widow is only an iconography and a depiction. Devi Dhumavati sadhana will give the power to stand alone in your own truth. It is also very, very beneficial for the widows and single mothers, as life has forced them to stand and walk alone. So, in this case, Devi Dhumavati backs you up. Devi Dhumavati came into existence from smoke. Now, smoke arises when a particular thing is set to fire and then nothing is left. It is just the residue which is left. She creates herself through this smoke. In real life, women who are stuck in continuous situations where there is disturbance caused by others, where these people put women down, exploit her, force her to do things as per their own wish, should go for Dhumavati sadhana without any delay. The blessing and the power of this Devi is going to burn out all of this negative karma, negative acts caused by other people, and is going to make you recreate yourself with its smoke. I mean to say, she is going to recreate yourself with its smoke, meaning providing wisdom to move through all these problems and get rid of all these people, renew yourself, re-establish yourself. Whatever world is throwing at you, Devi Dhumavati is going to make sure you pick all your broken pieces up to rearrange yourself and rise from your own smoke. Devi Dhumavati is depicted as ugly and old lady, due to which no one pays attention towards her. If she would be in a beautiful form, all eyes would be directed towards her with negative intentions. Now, in real life, material wealth, beauty, handsome salary, position, good married life relationship is bound to attract evil eye and even destructive practices from anyone close around you, right? There are situations where people around direct their negative intentions, negative thoughts in form of jealousy, or sometimes even curse you or your family in their mind, and even material wealth at times. Please understand that all of this is going to have more or less the same effect that a evil eye or a black magic does. Women who are seeking protection for themselves and their family from such environment and people should go towards Devi Dhumavati sadhana. The power of this sadhana is going to create a protective shield on each and everything around you. People feel jealous if someone else's child is doing well in studies or sports. As little and as simple as that. This can also be a cause of sort of a curse directed unintentionally towards child. Sometimes people are not aware that what they are thinking in the mind of, if or they are getting jealous, but all of these negative things, they get directed towards that situation and that person. The situation can be any. It can be directed towards spouse or home or children or anything. But the main point here is that you will come to know through your intuition if any person or family member has bad intentions. Devi Dhumavati is a fierce protector of everything dear to you, near to you. Once you become dear to her, and that too lifelong. On doing her sadhana, all of this negative energy, negative baggage around your environment and around close people is absorbed by her. This will be clearly noticeable in a day or two. For example, suddenly the focus of these people who are creating problems for you are stuck into some other problem of theirs, and the focus will suddenly shift. The people who are getting jealous of you, their focus also will suddenly shift, and you will find that whatever was happening is no longer into that matrix. So be ready for these surprise experiences as Maa Dhumavati reveals her presence by small incidents. So even if you try to show these people to make them jealous, some people have a habit of showing much more. Even if you try to do that, these people won't be able to focus on all of this because all of Dhumavati Devi's presence there. And when focus shifts, energy shifts, Devi Dhumavati is going to make a shift in such people's thoughts, thereby protecting you up in each and every way. One important thing I want to mention here is that normally all the 10 Mahavidya sadhanas are advised to be done in the guidance of a guru. But it is very difficult to identify if guru is trustworthy or if he or she is the right person to give the diksha for this sadhana. Please do not go in search of a guru. Please do not indulge in any of the persons who claims that they will be able to give you diksha to do any of such sadhanas. Simply pray to Lord Ganesh or Lord Vishnu to be with you as a guru during the sadhanas. There are many people who have been proceeding with this because people like me who are not able to go and find any guru, I just do it in the guidance of Lord Ganesh and Lord Vishnu. Just simply I pray to them, please be my guru and absorb the excess energy received so that I am at balance and stabilized when I'm doing my sadhanas, and it works. So before starting any of such sadhanas, whatever deity you are worshipping, Lord Shiva can become your guru, Hanumanji can become your guru, Lord Ganesh, Lord Vishnu. For me, I have made Lord Vishnu as my guru whenever I am doing my Mahavidya sadhanas. Trust that these deities are not just sitting silent in temples. They talk and speak through your mind, through your energy, thoughts to give you guidance. Pray with all your surrender to Lord Ganesh, Lord Vishnu to be your guru, and see how they guide you to do the sadhanas. The result will also be visible when situations do not favor to perform the sadhanas. For example, whenever we are trying to do a certain sadhana, some or the other problem will arise where we are not able to complete our sadhana, or some daily course or something or the other arises at that time. So when you make Lord Vishnu or Lord Ganesh or whatever deity you are comfortable with as your guru and set an intent, they are going to help you out. The result will also be visible when there are many situations, when you can't do and suddenly the circumstances change and you are able to do your sadhana for the day successfully. All 10 Mahavidya sadhanas can be done in periods. Please make a note of it. All 10 Mahavidya sadhanas can be done in periods. Okay. So now let's talk about how to invoke Maa Dhumavati for immediate help or for all of the situations which I have mentioned earlier in this video. The intent of sadhana should be very clear and be honest in mentioning all of your heart to Devi. Whatever is there, whatever situation, whatever your feelings, no matter how bad they are, no matter how weird they are, be it sexual thoughts, be it anything, Just be honest and speak your heart out to Devi with whatever issue you are facing. If there is any circumstance or any situation where you feel that you were at fault, tell her and mention it to her that this is the wrong that I have already done. Now, how to correct it in a way that it doesn't harm me or anyone else. Just for example, the point here is that you have to be very honest in praying to her, and the intent with for what you are calling upon her and worshipping her, that should be clear in your mind. If fear is stopping you, then express it to her that I fear all of this. She is going to take it all away because I am the witness here. Chanting her Chalisa until your issue is resolved is a way to invoke her and ask for help. Don't go for the tantric mantras or anything like that. Simply chanting her Chalisa and just like praying to her after the Chalisa for your issue, you can do it until unless your problem is resolved. Invoke her and ask for help. Coming on to the signs of Dhumavati's presence and how to call upon her in various life situations. First sign here is that if you have come across this video and you are able to relate to it, feel like trying for sadhana for once, then please proceed with it. It is not necessary to stick to the sadhana to lifelong and then number of days and so on. This sadhana can be done to ask for help in daily life situations, and no matter how big or small the problem is. Once your situation is solved, you can always end it up with a note of thanks to her. One important thing that I want to mention here is that normally all the 10 Mahavidya sadhanas are advised to be done in the guidance of a guru. But it is very difficult to identify if the guru is trustworthy. Please do not go in search for a guru to do any such sadhanas. Instead, you can pray to Lord Ganesh or Lord Vishnu to be with you as a guru before starting any such sadhanas. Trust that these deities are, not just sitting silent in the temples. They talk and they speak through mind, energy, thoughts, just to give you guidance. Pray with all your surrender to Lord Ganesh, Lord Vishnu to be your guru and see how they guide you to do the sadhanas. The result of making these deities as a guru in these sadhanas will be clearly visible. This can also be visible when we try to do a sadhana and then something or the other comes up and we fail to do it, or any important work or urgent work, or even sometimes laziness even takes over us so that we are not able to sit for the sadhana. When we make these deities as our guru, the situations, the circumstances will suddenly change and you'll find that you are able to do it successfully. All 10 Mahavidya sadhanas can be done in periods, so please do not hold yourself back. Now let's talk about how to invoke Maa Dhumavati for immediate help. The intent of the sadhana should be very clear. First of all, what is the purpose of you calling her? What is the problem? The intent of doing the sadhana will be clear. And another thing is that you should be very authentic, very honest in mentioning all of your heart to the Devi. What all you are facing, no matter what negative it is, no matter how weird it is, no matter if it is sexual in nature, no matter whatever it is, just speak your truth to Devi. If there is a circumstance where you have done something wrong in your past or in your situation where you are calling upon Devi, Ask for forgiveness to her, and also ask you to move you out of it peacefully without creating any big issue. Right? Sometimes we fear that, if you're going to admit and something big will happen, or some big issue will be created, or it can be a lifelong punishment. No. Just be true in mentioning everything to her and let her take care of all the rest. If fear is stopping you, then express it to her. She is going to handle it. Another way is chanting her Chalisa until your issue is resolved each and every day is a very safe way to invoke her and ask for help. The beach mantras carry very heavy energies, so be careful when you are chanting the beach mantras, because it can be very destabilizing and unsettling, because Dhumavati or all the 10 Mahavidyas, they are very, very quick in responding and solving out your issues. So the energy can be sometimes very unsettling and destabilizing, and you might feel that you are going out of balance. So beach mantras carry very heavy energies. You can rather write these beach mantras on a notebook 108 times or 1008 times as per your intuition says, until your problem is resolved. Another powerful method here is Dhumavati Gayatri Mantra. Dhumavati Gayatri Mantra is easily available on YouTube. It is also used for invoking her energy. Instead of chanting, it is better to listen to the mantra with closed eyes. If possible, look for her image and try to meditate on it. So normally when we try to meditate on the idol, we have a long list to say. So make sure that you say all your long list, but after that make sure that you also give her time to speak to you. She can only speak to you when you are silent and when you are done with all your, getting all the crap out from your heart. But after that, at least give her a chance to speak to you during meditation. This image which we visualize, and when we meditate on the image of Devi Dhumavati, she can suddenly take you or show you your answers on the mental screen. So be attentive to that. It will appear for a very small fraction of a second or for a very split second. And if you're not able to catch that, you can always ask her to show it to you again, or in a way which is understandable for you. Devi Dhumavati can also appear in dreams. This is a clear sign that she is working towards your concern. Or a dream of white clothing, or any old lady dressed in white, it can also appear in your dream, or anything that is connected to her, which makes you remind of her. You might find crows frequently around you. Be attentive to all such signs. She can also show you some dream where the problem can be handled. The same problem can be handled with a different perspective or in a different way. Be attentive. This is your answer. Last but not the least, be honest and authentic towards her. Trust me, there is nothing to fear. And in the end of the video, I would sincerely request all of you that please don't go by myths of others or other information present on social media. Rather, experience it on your own and then share it with me too. And if you think that somebody in your surroundings or somebody that you know can get help from this video, please do share with those people, with those women. And in the end, thank you so much, and request you to share all this guidance received by Devi to all the women who need it, because I just fulfilled my promise that I did to Devi Dhumavati to share all of my experiences to all of the people there out who need it. Thank you so much. Hope it helps. Namaste. And please also go through my experiences with Maa Kali. I will leave the link down below. Thank you so much. Namaste.